Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a long trade here on the euro. Everything looking pretty solid here to the upside. Let me get my targets in place. 88's first target, and we're not going for a big final target. We're just going to go for two targets on this one, primarily because we really haven't seen that type of personality today. The type of personality so far today has been really just kind of range bound. We kind of cycled off the highs, we're cycling off the lows, we're working our way back up again. So I'm not expecting a huge runner on this. It may break through the highs by a little bit. If we zoom out, you could try to gun for a high at 1.1417, somewhere around there. But I mean, overall, I'm just not expecting that big of a runner. So it's just kind of the day type. So the first target from our entry here, we're looking long at 1.1371 to our first target up here at 1.1388. That's 17 ticks just by itself. So really nice move right there just off the bat. But if we do get that secondary target at 1404, then we're looking at 33 ticks on that final portion there. And because we're taking 2 off there, it's actually 66. So we're looking at a pretty good chunk of possible profit. 17 at 2 is 34, plus another 66 gives us, well, I'm a big fan of that. I like that round number. It's better than getting a 99 or something. Got 100 ticks flat possible on this trade setup. So looking for a nice move up off of this channel low here. Everything really setting up nicely. Just need to see this bounce kind of continue through and rotate back up. There's nothing telling us that we shouldn't rotate back to the highs. We've already seen 2 rotations back and forth. So really strong confirming type of play that we're doing right here back up to the highs. Now, it is the euro, so it can be a little bit slower. The only news that we had today came out earlier at 10 o'clock, so that's 15 minutes gone and past. So now it's just a matter of if they want to follow through this and really get this thing going. So it may take a little bit of time, but we're in long right now at 1371, looking for that continued move up to 1388, and then 1404 if we can get that move up to be and lock in our 100 ticks on this trade. Possibly a beautiful move getting ready to go, but just might have to give it a little bit of time. So we'll be back in a little bit, see if we can get that push up off of this channel low here and get this thing rocketing back up. All right, coming 1 tick away from our target here. 1.1388 is the target that we're going for. Beautiful support that came off of that channel low. Push price right back up again. And that's kind of what we were looking for. Now, along with that, you could argue that this could possibly be a double bottom down here at 1363. It's not an exact double bottom, but, it's one of those situations that might just be close enough. Everything's still looking really good. There we go. We've got that first target. Stop goes to break even. So our stop is now at 1372. Looking for that final push up to the highs here to get in that big move up at 1404. Now, in looking at this move, you do have 1.1400, which is a big number that could play a little bit of a part. So I wouldn't blame you at all for taking profit a little bit early. And instead of going for 1400, maybe go for 1398. Now, that would be something that I might consider if we hadn't already gone through the 1400 level earlier, right? So we've already kind of invalidated that 1400, and even if you were watching that 1400 level, if we draw that line across here, you'll notice what they do every time they hit it. They go through it a little bit, right? They go through it and they just kind of chop their way through it. So even though we're looking for a target past that 1400, I'm not too concerned going up to 1404. The average move through it has been a decent amount, 5-6 ticks through it. So going for 4 through shouldn't be a big deal. And especially since once it finally lets go, it does let loose. It's not a huge concern. But if that does concern you a little bit, you can go to 98 or so just to be safe. But outside of that, just waiting for that little bit more confirming volume here to the upside to 1404. Everything looking good. Just waiting for that rotation back up. All right, seeing that push up, and we finally got our target filled. We've been sitting in this one for quite a while where, it got that first target really quickly. I mean, we were only in the first portion of the trade for about 4 minutes or so. After that, I mean, we're going on 1036, 1037 now. So it started out really well, and then all of a sudden, hey, oh, surprise, you got to wait 20 minutes. It's part of crude oil. Sometimes that happens. But overall, we finally got that target filled up at 1404, and that was at 1400 level, just playing a little bit of an effect, slowing things down. But overall, not going to complain too much about that move up. Beautiful push through the highs once it finally let loose above that swing back here. And you can see they tried fighting it a little bit. Right after we got that first target met, they pulled back a little bit and they kind of fluctuated around. Once they finally broke through that high, that's where we finally got the legs. But again, I say legs. definitely took its sweet time getting there. So overall, everything looking really, really solid. It worked out really well. Played out exactly how we thought it would. It just took a little bit longer than we thought. It's the Euro sometimes. But that 1400 level definitely played a part there as well. So on the way up, 100 ticks on the trade, $1,000 on the trade. I love that nice even number. Can't ask for much more than that. So even though we had to wait a little bit longer, I don't know anywhere else you can make that amount of money in, 30 minutes. So that's going to be the trade. $1,000 in the bank, 100 ticks on the upside, and that's going to do it. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.